Depression Baby. Stories about growing up in Appalachia and other things too. With my dad, Ray B. Rogers.
On August 16th, 1929, I came into this world kicking and screaming. I reckon that made me a depression baby.
Depression Baby is a World Songs media production. Brought to you by Depression Baby the Book, available in Kindle, paperback, and hardcover, and soon audiobook at raybrogers.com. Today, Ray tells us about copperheads and mountain medicine.
The Cherokee lived mostly a peaceful life in the mountains of western North Carolina, Tennessee, and North Georgia, fighting with the Creeks to the south occasionally to maintain their hunting grounds. They became well acquainted with the plants in the area, and their medicine men knew which plants to use to cure certain ailments. The early settlers of the mountains learned from the Cherokee a lot of their survival skills. The life of one of the Rogers clan may have been saved by this indigenous knowledge. One summer night when Uncle Hugh was just a boy, probably about 19 and 20, he decided to go out on the back porch, barefoot. Little did he know that he would encounter another creature there. He would have been lucky if the rattlesnake had been there, for chances are that the rattlesnake would have given him a warning to leave the premises. Not so with this other species, with skin of brown and tan patterns that camouflaged their presence on the forest floors, and perfectly matched the dead leaves of their habitat. There was nothing to warn Hugh, and the copperhead struck his foot in deadly silence. After Hugh was bitten, Dr. Mom took charge. Mary Elizabeth Rogers took her knowledge of native medicine and mixed a poultice and applied it to her son's foot. The poultice drew out the poison, and Hugh survived to later become the much-respected principal of Crusoe School in Haywood County and a skillful trout fisherman as well. He would occasionally bring our family a mess of rainbow or brown trout, bless his heart. You see, Hugh's brother Frank, our father, never learned how to fish, so his brother took up the slack. Lucky for Hugh that his mother knew what to do, for there was no automobile to rush him to the hospital in Waynesville. A trip via real live horsepower would probably have taken too long for him to get there and get the anti-venom. Several years later, Uncle Jack Rogers was picking beans on the farm when a copperhead struck him on the arm. He was rushed to the Haywood County Hospital via automobile on paved roads. Crabtree Creek area had in the meanwhile moved into the modern era. The doctors in Waynesville used their up-to-date methods to treat snake bites, but you know what? Uncle Jack did not heal as well as Uncle Hugh, and as I remember, his arm swelled and turned black and blue. Do I know why Uncle Hugh did so much better? Well, no. There could have been several reasons given to speculation, but the bottom line is this. Never underestimate the power and the knowledge of Dr. Moms and the Cherokee medicine men. There was a drought in Jupiter, North Carolina, where our family lived while Dad was teaching at the Red Oak School. Our cistern went dry and our well went dry. We had to carry water in buckets from a spring. My sister Jane, who was barefoot, was walking and skipping along as little girls are wont to do, just ahead of me. I saw a copperhead snake slithering toward the pathway from our left. My little sister stepped right over the snake, not knowing that the copperhead was there. To this day, I'm thankful to God that I did not yell or do something to cause Jane to step on the copperhead. I would be negligent if I did not add a postscript. There used to be a very humorous talk show guy here in Georgia by the name of Ludlow Porch. Everybody liked Ludlow and respected his opinions. One of his opines was that all snakes were poisonous, and that all snakes strongly deserved the shovel and hoe treatment. I once repeated this to my niece Sandra, who, not knowing well my duplicitous nature, took some offense. You see, Sandra loves all creatures and nurtures a large number of them, including snakes, at her little farm in South Florida. Hey Sandra, I love animals also, and I publicly apologize for my indiscreet remarks inspired by Ludlow. But do you really think that I should remove the shovel and hoe from the back of my SUV? Love, Uncle Ray Baby.